The next problem which we have is also a tricky problem. We are given with mod z1 is equal to a, mod z2 equals b, and mod z3 is equals c. The value of this determinant is given to be equal to 0, and we need to prove that argument of z3 minus z1 upon z2 minus z1 whole square equals argument of z3 upon z2. So let us first of all try to solve this determinant. On solving this determinant, we get a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc equals 0, which can be further factorized into a plus b plus c into half of a minus b whole square plus b minus c whole square plus c minus a whole square, and the value is given to be equal to 0. Now since a is mod z1, b is mod z2 and c is mod z3, and sum of 3 mods cannot be equal to 0, so definitely this term is equal to 0, and sum of 3 positive terms or sum of 3 perfect squares can be equal to 0 only if the individual perfect squares are equal to 0, which gives a equals b equals c, that is mod z1 equals mod z2 equals mod z3. Let us take the values of these mods to be equal to r. So let us rewrite z1 is equal to r into e power iota theta 1, z2 is equal to r into e power iota theta 2, and similarly z3 is equal to r into e power iota theta 3. The mods are all taken to be equal. We need to prove argument of z3 minus z1 upon z2 minus z1 whole square to be equal to argument of z3 by z2. Definitely argument of z3 by z2 is equal to theta 3 minus theta 2. So we need to prove that the argument of this thing is equal to theta 3 minus theta 2. So let us try to find out the value of z3 minus z1 upon z2 minus z1. This is equal to r into e power iota theta 1 minus r into, or rather theta 3 upon r this is the given value. The r gets cancelled. Writing this e powers in cos and sin terms, we get cos theta 3 minus cos theta 1 from this term plus iota times sin theta 3 minus sin theta 1 upon cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1 plus iota times sin theta 2 minus sin theta 1. This can be further written as cos c minus cos d is 2 sin c plus d by 2 sin theta 1 minus theta 3 by 2 plus sin c minus sin d is 2 cos c plus d by 2 sin of theta 3 minus theta 1 by 2 whole divided by, the denominator can just be written by replacing theta 3 by theta 2. So we get 2 sin theta 2 plus theta 1 by 2 sin of theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2 plus 2 iota times cos of theta 2 plus theta 1 by 2 sin of theta 2 minus theta 1 by 2. The 2 will get cancelled out. Now we know that sin of theta 1 minus theta 3 by 2 is equal to minus sin theta 3 minus theta 1 by 2 is equal to iota square times sin of theta 3 minus theta 1 by 2. So the given expression can be rewritten as sin of theta 3 plus theta 1 by 2 iota square sine of theta 3 minus theta 1 by 2 plus iota times cos of theta 3 plus theta 1 by 2 into sine of theta 3 minus theta 1 by 2 divided by the entire expression replacing theta 3 by theta 2. Now iota into sine of theta 3 minus theta 2 by 2 can be taken out common, or rather this is theta 1. On taking this out common, we get cos theta 3 plus theta 1 by 2 plus iota times sine of theta 3 plus theta 1 by 2, and similarly from the denominator we will get iota sine of theta 2 minus theta 1 by 2 common to get the similar terms by replacing theta 3 by theta 2. This gets cancelled out. On further simplification, since this is a constant, we can replace this by a constant k into e power iota theta 3 plus theta 1 by 2 upon e power iota theta 2 plus theta 1 by 2. This becomes equal to k into e power iota theta 3 minus theta 2 by 2. This is the value of z3 minus z1 upon z2 minus z1. On doing the whole square, we get k square into e power iota theta 3 minus theta 2. Hence the argument of z3 minus z1 upon z2 minus z1 whole square is equal to theta minus theta 2, which is equal to the argument of z3 by z2, which is also equal to theta minus theta 2. Hence the result has been proved.